Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Diary of Naledi. So today is not going to be about I'm not going to be doing a vlog today. I'm just going to be doing an introduction because I know that most people in my channel don't really know me that much. So I'm just going to be doing an introduction today. So basically my name is Omeke Chamaka Naledi. I'm 20 years old. I'm currently a nursing student at the University of Nigeria on Suka 100 level. So I graduated secondary school in the year 2020. When I graduated, I wrote my first JAM that particular year, but unfortunately due to some circumstances and all, I did not gain admission that year. So I decided to dust my bag again and then wrote another JAM in 2021. That was, I think, that year JAM recorded the highest number of failures. So when I wrote my JAM in that 2021, I scored 246. I was scared at that time that probably I will not get what I wanted. So I quickly switched my course towards anatomy, thinking that okay, probably if I switch it to anatomy, they will give me admission. No, peer pressure and all. I was kind of influenced by peer pressure, and I was not happy that was at home. So I just went to switch the course to anatomy, and then with hope that okay, they are going to give me fast admission you get. So that same year, UNN opened their post-UTME stuff, and I decided to apply for the post-UTME. When I applied, I wrote the post-UTME. To God be the glory, I scored 320. So adding it up together, it was 280 something, the whole aggregate. So when the result of the screening came out, my mom was like, oh, why can't you just switch back to the course that you put before? Why can't you just switch it back? I was like, no, what if I switch back? What if they say they are not going to give me? What if I just wanted to go to school? Anyone? Sha. So eventually, I just left Dada Anatomy. When the list came out, my name came out in the first list. Yes, my name came out in the first list, and I was the happiest human being. When I mean I was the happiest. Though my parents were just supporting me, even though it was not really what they wanted, but then they just had to just support me. So I dusted my bag and started school. But I think strike happened that year, so it was kind of the whole resumption was slow, but then I still entered school. So we started the first year. I was like, oh, I'm going to study forensic. I'm going to specialize in forensic. It's forensic or nothing. I was telling myself, oh, it's forensic or nothing. It's not forensic, I'm not specializing in anything on anatomy except forensic. Eventually, that was the passion that was driving me and all. So when we finished first year, when we entered second year, I found out that most of my classmates, they've left. Some of them will be like, oh, I'm no longer in your department, I'm not in medicine, I'm not in nursing. I'm like, what happened? I thought all of us had the same dream when we entered this anatomy. I thought we wanted to move, become forensic scientists and all of that. Foolish me. So I got demotivated when I entered second year. Seeing all of them leaving, it felt oh, maybe, I don't know, I just felt so demotivated. Another thing that demotivated me was when we started our anatomy practical, gross anatomy practical, and I was seeing those bodies. I was like, God, am I going to be dealing with death? But am I not going to be saving lives again? I mean, it's just to be dissecting and be finding criminals and all of that I'm going to be doing. I said, no, this is not what I want. So I started thinking in my second year, what am I going to do? How am I going to leave this course? So in my second year, first semester, I decided to buy JAM form. Though I wanted to do change of course, but I was like, if I do change of course, it's going to be too expensive. Why not just take the normal JAM route? At the highest I'll pay is 9,000 naira, and I'll just read and get what I want. So during that period, I was just thinking and thinking. Eventually, I picked up courage and told my dad that I wanted to take another JAM. That he should please send me money. Let me just take another JAM rather than going through change of course. Eventually, he sent me money. When the JAM form started, when the JAM application started, I paid for the form and all of that. After paying for the form, I was I started reading. It's not I was reading that people are reading, but then I just had to read. Up to the fact that we're also having our exams, normal school exams. So after that, I went to the JAM center to write my JAM. Yes, the day I wrote my JAM, a lot of things happened, but to God be the glory. When the result came out, I scored 297. There and then, I think I was in Lagos when that result came out, and my mom was the happiest human being ever. Like, she never believed in her life that anybody was going to score up to that score, like in our family. Like, she was so happy, she was excited and all. When my dad came back, I also told him that, oh, I got 97. Everybody was happy and jolly and all of that. So I already knew it in my mind that I was going to get this nursing. Like, there was nothing that anybody was going to tell me whether they would do this and do that. I just had it in my mind that I was going to get nursing. So they said that the next thing we were going to prepare for was for the UNA posting. In my mind, I was like, God, how do I want to like mix studying for school, normal school, with studying for posting? Because even though I knew that I was going to get nursing, I did not just want to just leave the anatomy just like that. I did not just want to pack it to one side without holding something at least in the hand. I wanted to hold the anatomy, see I get my nursing. Do you understand? So I was like, God, please let us know if I posting. Let you and the do screening. Fortunately, that year, like last year, UNN did screening, so I did not write the exam. So when the screening result came out, we waited for admission. So when we were waiting for admission in December, they brought out the admission list and I saw my name in the first list. I was so happy, like very, 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 very happy. But again, I was like, should I leave this anatomy? Should I defend the anatomy, or should I just enter nursing school like that? I was kind of contemplating on like finishing the anatomy, but then I just had a change of mind. I was like, I don't know, I was not really feeling the anatomy anymore. So I just had a change of mind. I told my mommy about it, and she also said I should just go straight to the nursing. My dad also was like, just go straight to the nursing. And then here I am in nursing school. I'm really happy. Like, I'm really happy that I came this far. So after the admission went, like after the whole thing went, I started like preparing myself to come to school. But then before the admission dropped, I was like, in my mind I wanted to become a class representative, at least to add something to my extracurriculars. I was like, am I really like fit for this particular leadership position? Because the last time I led was when I was like step post rep in anatomy, and when I was still like an assistant head girl in my school. So it was just like that time was just there. So I was like scared that this is a new position, if me carrying new class. I did not know whether I was going to like excel in it or something. So I just had to keep courage around January, and I like said, okay, let me just create a group. Let me just create a group for freshers. Like create a group for the nursing students. Let me be guiding them. Let me just tell if they want to vote for me eventually, they will. If they don't want to, then whatever happens. So I created the group, started leading them. I was still scared that can I do this, can I actually do it? But then God guided me, and when they did the election, I won, and up to now I'm still the class representative. I'm just so glad that everything has been turning out so well. I don't know, I just pray that God continues to lead me, God continues to guide me. We are done with our first semester, and this is the second semester. We are in our second semester, and we are almost writing our exam. Like, our exam is next week, so we are going to write our exam next week. I just pray that God continues to see me through. So I just want to tell someone out there that please do not give up on your dream. If you know that this is something that you want to do, make sure you do it. Do you understand? And I know that God will continue to guide us until we get to where we actually want to get to. Yeah, I love you all, and I hope to see you in my next YouTube video.